Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Miftah Nurjanah from Class C, English Education Department 2018. Well, in this video, I will explain about my mini proposal for English for academic purpose. My title is Students' Problem in Building Up English Vocabulary at SMA 1 Sukamara. There are 4 points. The first is background of study, research question, research objective, and research methodology. Well, first is introduction. When learning a language, it is necessary to master vocabulary so that the language can be used properly. English is not exception, which has many important vocabularies. With some vocabulary, students will be able to use it to speak, write, and understand what they read. Well, however, the number of English vocabulary is not a bit of it. There are more than 7,500 words, and humans have a clear limit to their memory. This poses a big problem for some people who want to learn English as well as students. Moreover, it is not just a matter of remembering or memorizing, but an even bigger problem of choosing which word to use. Well, several other studies on students' problems in building and developing English vocabulary conducted various experiments to see how significant the development and mastery of vocabulary was in extensive reading. It is Lolita 2016, and then when learning English using puzzle, it is Isa 2018, and the effect of using songs, it is Sri William 2016, and other research focus on knowing the problem faced by students in learning English vocabulary and the effect that arise from this problem. It's Agustina 2017. So, therefore, to fill the gap in the literature, this study tries to investigate the causes that encourage the emergence of problem in building and developing vocabulary in school. So, by knowing the real problem, you can create and or use exciting solution for the school. Well, the study expected to give contribution to who study and teach English as foreign language. Now, for the teacher to know the problem faced by their students in learning vocabulary and help other teachers to increase their effort in teaching English vocabulary when they face the same situation. For students to help them in understanding of the English vocabulary and motivate students who have a problem in learning vocabulary to enhance their desire in learning English vocabulary so that the students can minimize their difficulty in English skill. And then the next is research question. There are 2 research questions. First is what are student problems in building up English at SMA 1 Sukamara, and the second is how do students solve the problem in building up English vocabulary at SMA 1 Sukamara. And the next is research objective. Well, the aim of this research are first to find out the difficulties faced by the students in building up their English vocabulary at SMA 1 Sukamara, and the second is to find out how to settle the problem in building up English vocabulary at SMA 1 Sukamara. The next is research methodology. This research is descriptive qualitative research with the implementation of characteristics of the case study, in which the author investigates students' difficulties and factors that cause difficulties in learning vocabulary. Then, data collection technique used in this study were a questionnaire and interviewer. Questionnaire and interviewers were conducted to determine the types and factors of student difficulties in learning vocabulary. And in this study, researchers chose class 2 social and science subject at SMAN 1 Sukamara, and there are 7 classes, but the researcher only took 3 classes. One class consists of 30 students, and then the sample in this study was randomly selected from a cluster population that usually called cluster random sampling. The sample is selected by lottery. Well, that's my presentation about my mini proposal. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.